Dear readers, our message brings with it love and respect as we observe so many of you holding the light of higher awareness during these times of so much discord. Never doubt that you chose to be on earth specifically for these times in order to participate as a light worker. We do not normally give predictions because the outer always reflects the state of collective energy present at that particular time and that can change from moment to moment. However, we can say that the world is presently moving into a deeper sense of oneness or love because a majority has become increasingly aware of and dissatisfied with war, power-hungry leaders, violence, lack, self-righteousness, patriarchy, and the vast number of other expressions of separation. Changes and information are coming that will result in fear, questioning, doubt, and confusion for many and especially for those who remain locked in three-dimensional programming. Some will choose to stay in old energy while others will choose to leave, but increasingly more are becoming receptive to the higher truths of oneness and are moving into states of consciousness that will result in a new earth. Dissatisfaction with the status quo is the first step toward change, but those of third-dimensional consciousness visualize change as being bigger and better versions of what is already known. The changes coming as Earth ascends to a higher frequency are going to be on new and higher levels, not more and better versions of the concepts already in place. We tell you this so that you will be prepared not with fear but with awareness. Many are still questioning, hesitant to leave that which is familiar and continues to influence the decisions and beliefs of everyone on earth. This is especially true of the religious programming that has built up in most over thousands of years and many lifetimes. Prayer, rites, rituals, metaphysical tools, and church-going are part of almost every spiritual seeker's journey because it is a learning process. It is fine to engage in the spiritual traditions you love and enjoy, but do not endow them with a power they do not have. Crystals, oils, ceremonies, books, classes, table work, church etc. can, not always, hold energies that can lift and expand personal energy, but they cannot give you anything more than that which is already fully present within you. The tools act to align with, augment, and help expand the corresponding energy already present, but the belief that something in the outer has a power to make you more than you already are, is idolatry. You are the crystal. You are a sacred oil, you are the perfect prayer of oneness. Miracles? God knows nothing about anyone needing a miracle. Keep in mind always that you are the creators doing the creating, manifesting, and expressing. Never be afraid to let go of anything you find yourself no longer in alignment with. As you evolve, your energy changes and certain people, beliefs, teachings, organizations, foods, entertainments, and other ordinary things begin to no longer hold the joy and satisfaction they once did. This is simply because your alignment with them has changed. Divine law governs and holds reality infinitely in place. It keeps the stars and planets in their proper orbit and makes roses grow from rose bushes and apples from apple trees. Divine law is why there can only be one power, a power that is and has never been a power over something else because there is nothing else. Divine law sustains love or oneness, wholeness, completeness, abundance, harmony, and every aspect of itself infinitely. Closed minds locked into limited beliefs of what is real and what is not have no awareness of the infinite creative ideas continually flowing from divine mind. Ideas that constitute a magnificent high resonating tapestry of planets and other civilizations, animals, plants, beings small and large, all woven and connected perfectly in forms not yet seen or even dreamed about by most. Some have had glimpses and written about these things, but the majority continues to call this myth, fantasy, or overactive imagination. Divine law cannot be changed or influenced by human minds. The material sense of divine laws are studied and utilized on Earth, but three-dimensional interpretations of them reflect beliefs of duality and separation, atoms used to create both healing tools and bombs for killing. Divine law is the reason disease, death, lack, limitation etc. are not and never have been real. Yes, they seem very real and most humans experience and suffer from them at one time or another, but this is only because humans, being individualized divine consciousness, are creators. In the belief that they are separate from God and others, humans have over time created an infinite number of situations from which to experience and thus prove separation. God cannot die, be sick, in pain or lack etc. It is the collective and personal consciousness of separation that continues to hold mankind in bondage to it, but this is changing. Life lived under the influence of dimensional thinking can be likened to a person who has been taught that 2x2 equals 5 and so goes through life always giving the wrong change and balancing numbers incorrectly. Regardless of how firmly the person holds this belief, it never changes the fact that 2x2 is 4 because 2x2 equals 4 is held in place by divine law. The three-dimensional world has lived under beliefs similar to 2x2 equals 5 for so long that it has come to believe they are reality. Earth is a spiritual universe created and governed by an omnipresent divine consciousness and peopled with more of the same. Never doubt or forget this. We are the Arcturian group.